Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to a ranking video for every One Piece character that has appeared up to uh, chapter, I think it's 1041, 1047, or episode 1015. So basically, every One Piece character as of current. Now, clearly, this is only going to include like notable named characters and not just random background characters you might see in various episodes and everything. Like every zombie that you see in Thriller Bark isn't going to be separately uh, displayed here. It's just like only notable ones. Um, and I counted based on the rows and columns, and there's like I think it's 812 characters. It's just over 800 characters total. So this is going to be a long video. Well, it would be, but I'm going to cut it into parts. This is going to be a long recording, but I'm going to cut it into separate parts to allow it to not be as daunting and everything. Because I don't know exactly how long this is going to end up being in total. So let's go through these tiers. Oh, by the way, I think all the characters are listed in alphabetical order. So obviously the top tier is best boy and girl. This tier will only have two characters in it. Best boy and best girl. It is literally that simple. And by the way, I don't even have to look through all the characters. I already know who they are. And you probably know who they are too. If you know me and if you followed my One Piece stuff. But then each rank down will be going based on berry denominations, the currency in One Piece. So the next highest rank is billion berry, which, obviously, characters with a billion or higher bounty of berries are very formidable. And then it goes down to million, thousand, hundred, and no bounty. Basically, it's the equivalent of, like, say, billion-berry would be, like, great, million would be good, thousand would be meh, hundred would be nah, no bounty would be bad. But then there's also the no opinion and don't remember category, tier. Basically, this is for characters that, yeah, I have no opinion on because they're just not that important or memorable enough, or I just don't remember them. And there are a lot of characters in One Piece I don't remember. For as much as I love this series and as many times as I've seen certain parts of it, there are characters I just don't remember. They don't leave that much of an impact. They're very minor. But any character who's major enough to have like a real role in the story or even just certain arcs, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna remember who they are, even if I don't always remember their names, because there's over 800 characters here. So we are just going to get this started right away and just kind of see where it goes. So I will be ranking these based on personal feelings towards the characters. Basically, what I think about the characters overall, which will include my personal thoughts, just like what do I personally think about them, and what do I think about them as how they're written as a character. So we start off with, I believe his name is Abdullah the Butcher. He is in Dressrosa. I don't really have an opinion on him. He never really stood out to me, never really made an impact. So I don't really have an opinion. Absalom. He goes in the no bounty section. I hate his guts. Characters who are just who sexually assault people just piss me the fuck off. I'm sorry, but Absalom is the lowest of the low, the scummiest of the scum. And by the way, just as a note, obviously, this list will have spoilers for, as noted, up to chapter 1047 or episode 1015. Basically, current in both the manga and anime, there will be spoilers. So just as a note before we really get started any further. So next we have Agila. Agila was, or is it Agilia? Is there another I in there? I'm not sure. But she is a warrior in the Colosseum and a friend of Rebecca. She is just honestly fantastic. And it's sad that up until recently, when I rewatched through Dressrosa with Rough Senpai's reactions, I forgot who she was. Like, if I saw this before that, I would not have remembered her. But I do remember her now, and I would put her in Millionberry. I really like her. She's really nice, really cool, great warrior, and a great person. But I wouldn't put her as far as Billion just because she is not altogether that important. So next we have who this guy is. He looks familiar, but I just can't think of who he is. Also, the picture's really faded, or maybe that just might be from whatever episode he's taken from. So I don't really have an opinion / don't remember who that is. And same with the guy after that, and the girl after that. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of characters who are put into this tier just because, you know, long ass series. I believe the next character's name is Isa. She is in Skypiea, and she has Mantra, which is also known as the color of observation hockey. It is one of the first examples of the color of observation and just hockey in general that we see in the series, especially actively seen used. The first example is obviously Shanks, but like this is the first one where we really get a good peek at it. I really like Isa, but I don't know if I would put her in Millionberry. I think I'm going to put her in Thousandberry, not just because I feel like meh on her overall, but I just don't feel like she stands out compared to other characters. Next we have a Marine dude who I don't entirely recognize. I don't know how important he is, but since I don't entirely recognize him, he goes in this tier. After that we have Aladdin. Aladdin is the former first mate of Jinbei, and the current leader of the Sun Pirates. I really like Aladdin. I think I would put him in the Millionberry. We haven't seen a huge amount of him, but from what we have seen, I do really like him. He seems to carry Jinbei's ideals, so we'll put him in Millionberry. He probably won't be anywhere near the top of that tier once it's filled out, but still. Then we have King. And it's interesting that King is listed here because we're still in the A's. So maybe, I guess, at some point in the future, his name is revealed. His real name or something. And maybe it starts with an A. Do not tell me I'm an anime only. Keep that in mind. So, like, I've only seen up to 10-15. So I don't know anything from the manga forward. So I guess his name does start with an A, though, just based on the fact that this seems to be in alphabetical order. But going on the character, I would put King in the 1000. He'd be above Isa. He's a good villain so far, but I feel like we really haven't gotten to see him shine yet in the anime. And again, since I haven't read the manga, since I'm anime only, I can't base it off of that. Next we have... I don't remember your name. I know, I can, it's like at the edge of my mind, but I can't quite think of it. I know who he is, though. He appeared in the Return to Shabandi arc. I don't really have an opinion on him. Like a lot of the characters that were in the Return to Shabandi arc, he just didn't really leave a huge impact. So I'm going to put him in the no opinion category as well. Also, while all of the tiers will be ranked as best as possible in order, the no opinion, don't remember tier will not have an order. It's just I'm going to put shit there. This character I don't remember. I'm not sure who you're supposed to be. I have a few ideas, but the fact that I have a few ideas is like saying a lot. Alpaca Man or Llama Man, whatever it was, I remember you're in Wano. I guess I don't really have much of an opinion on him either. It's like he just didn't really stand out that much. Okay, now we're getting to a character I like actually have thoughts on, Alvida. Alvida is one of those characters who, if her only appearance were the first appearance she had at the very beginning of the series, I would probably put her in the no bounty just because it's like there was nothing redeemable. But she became a lot more interesting once she teamed up with Buggy. As such, I would put her in the Thousand Berry. But I would still put her below Isa, just because even though she has a lot more to her since joining forces with Buggy, she's still not the most exciting character or anything. Then we have some more characters that I don't entirely recognize, so let's get rid of them real quick. And we move on to Afalandra of the Maiden Island, a member of the Kuja Pirates, and one of my favorites, actually. I really like Afalandra. Not just because, you know, big lady, and I do like big ladies, but she's really cutesy and fun, and I like that. I'd probably put her in the Millionberry grouping. And I'd put her at the top. If I can... Okay, I'll move you. I just like her. I just really enjoy her as a character. Okay, now we go to Arlong. Arlong is scum. He's not as much a scum as Absalom, because Absalom is a sexual assaulter, and that pisses me off to a much higher degree. But Arlong pisses me off very, very much so as well. So he definitely goes in the no bounty category as well. Ashura is next. Ashura is probably one of my least favorite, if not my least favorite, of the Akazaya 9. I would probably put him in the Thousand Berry, yeah. And I'd put him under King, because I think King is just a little more interesting than him. We have another guy I don't recognize. And then we have Avalo Pizarro of Blackbeard's Pirates. He hasn't had much to do in the series yet. A lot of the Blackbeard Pirates haven't. But I will put him in the Thousand Berry. I feel just kind of meh on him right now. And I would put him... below Alvida just because Alvida has had more screen time. Next we have a character who I don't entirely... You look familiar, but I can't place it. And I think this guy might be from Wano, but I just can't think of, like, any opinions or thoughts on him. Next we have Mr. 2. No, not 2. Mr. 2 is Bon Clay. Mr. 4. Mr. 4 was a big goofball and just kind of ridiculous. But I never really hated him like I hated other members of Baroque Works, so I would put him in just the meh category at the very bottom. Baby 5. I love Baby 5. Baby 5 is amazing. She's adorable, and her backstory is extremely sad and makes me angry. Her mother is a piece of shit. Or was a piece of shit. I don't know if her mother's still alive or not. It's kind of unclear, I guess. But I like Baby 5, and I'm glad that she found happiness with her fiancé, Sai. Baby 5 would definitely go in the Millionberry, and I will put her right under Afalandra. I think that's a good place for her right now. Then we have this leopard dude. I believe that's the one on the Kuja Island as well. I don't have any opinion. Most of these animals, unless they're like really notable, I'm not going to have too much of an opinion on. I don't recognize you, and so next we go to Buggy. You can't help but enjoy Buggy. He's a likable character. He's funny as hell. He's ridiculous. But he wouldn't be top of the list for me. So still, no billion berries. But I would put Buggy under Baby 5. Because he's entertaining enough that you want to keep seeing him come back. But he doesn't really hold a candle to a lot of other characters. This woman, I don't remember her name. I know who she is. She claims to have slept with Whitebeard, and her son is the supposed only child of Whitebeard. I think it's a scam. I don't think it's real. Um, I will put her in the 100 berry. I just don't like her. She seems like she's just a kind of a shitty person. Next we have this blue-haired lady who I don't recognize. She looks very pretty though. Don't recognize you. This is Bocce. This is Nico Robbins. Is it tortoise or turtle? I think it's turtle. The turtle that like controls the ship and everything. I don't have an opinion on Bocce. Don't recognize you. Okay, Flying Squirrel Girl. Flying Squirrel Girl is adorable, but doesn't really have too much character that I can tell as of yet. So I would put her in the meh. And I would put her, for cuteness alone, I'll put her above Avalo Pizarro. The next one is one of the zombies, one of the little, like, zombie dudes from Thriller Bark. Don't really have an opinion on you. I think this is Pinkbeard, I want to say, who has, like, one very short scene, basically, and is just kind of there. Was kind of scummy. I'll put you in the 100 berry. I didn't like you. If you're who I'm thinking. I hope that's who I'm thinking of. But wait, that wouldn't make sense with where we're at, because we're at the A's or B's, right? You're not Brownbeard. Okay, I'm not sure who you are. I'm not confident enough. This monkey, I'm not, again, 100% confident on that. But Bartholomew Kuma. Kuma is cool. He's a good guy. He's a revolutionary. Unfortunately, not in the best position currently. I would put you in Millionberry. I'll put you at the bottom currently. Because I think I just like Aladdin and Agilia more. Barto. Oh, Bardo is our first Billionberry for sure. Bardo, just again, from rewatching Dressrosa and all, he is a joy. He is just an utter joy. Everything about him is amazing. Basil Hawkins would probably be Millionberry. And I'll put him between Agilia and Aladdin. Next we have the cockatrice from Impel Down. Again, with a lot of these animals, I'm not going to really have much of an opinion, so. This is Vice Admiral, I believe. Also, I'm going to get rid of this bug thing real quick. We're still in the B's. Basilisk, not cockatrice. That's a basilisk. Sorry. This is Bastille. Vice Admiral Bastille. He's in Dressrosa, and I actually don't dislike him. But I would probably put him in the 1000 berry still. Because he does still adhere to a lot of the corrupt marine policies. But I definitely don't dislike him. I'd put him under King. Batman. Literally named Batman. I don't really have an opinion on Batman. He's just kind of there for a joke, let's be honest. Don't remember you. This is the Sea King that Shanks scared away with the color of the Supreme King hockey at the beginning of the series in the flashback. Don't really have an opinion on the Sea King. It's just a Sea King. The polar bear rug in Thriller Bark, don't have much of an opinion on you. Okay, Pink Bee Girl of the Tontata tribe from Greenbit, the island right off of Dressrosa. Yeah, I like the Tontatas. I would probably put this girl, I don't remember her name. I just know she runs the Pink Bee squadron. I would put her in the Million Berries. I like her. I like her. In fact, I'll put her just above Hawkins, because I just like her more. She's cool. Next guy, I don't recognize. But after that, we get to Belmare. Belmare, Belmare deserves to be Billionberry. She deserves it. She was an amazing mother to Nami and Nojiko, and she's just great. She's one of those Marines in the series that we can unequivocally say we love. I don't remember your name, but I know exactly who you are. She is a member of the Kuja tribe on Amazon Lily. I didn't like her. She was actually kind of a bitch. But she's not like as bad as some others, so I'll put her here. Yeah, I know it sounds a little weird to maybe put her above Mr. Four or whatnot, but again, the Thousand Berries more of the meh tier that I'm just kind of meh on, and while the 100 Berry are like dislike. And yes, by the way, more of a meh tier that is an opinion. That's not just like having no opinion on it all. Bellamy. Bellamy is a very good character. He is well handled throughout the series. When he comes back in Dressrosa, he's pretty great. He's kind of a shit, but he's a shit that we can kind of get behind and understand, even if we don't agree with everything he does. I like him. I'll put him in the Million Berry. But I'm not going to put him too high. I'll probably put him just above Hawkins. This next guy is a prisoner at Impel Down who Ivankov turns into a girl. Physically, you know what I mean. And there's a lot of issues with that. I'm not going to get into all of that, what constitutes a guy or girl in this discussion. It's just not... We don't have the time for that shit. I have no opinion on him. He's there for like a second, and he's just like gone. Bello Betty, member of the Revolutionary Army, flag waver, has a pretty fucking cool devil fruit. I fucking like Bello Betty. She's upper Million Berry for me. In fact, I would actually put her above Buggy. I know she had like one scene, basically. But I don't know. I just really like her. Ben Beckman of the Red Hair Pirates. Ben Beckman was always one of my favorite of the Red Hair Pirates from the little bit we've seen of them. So I would definitely put him here too. I'd put him under Hawkins. Mr. 2, Bon Clay. Oh, Bon Clay goes high. He goes Billion Berry for sure. I would put him above Belmare just because he's more relevant to a lot more of the story. She's basically relevant for the Arlong Park arc and just in terms of Nami's backstory. But Bon Clay, he has multiple roles throughout the series. Next is Beppo. Beppo is a good boy. We love our Beppo. Beppo goes in the Million Berries for sure. And he would go, I would say before Baby 5. Yeah, actually before. We like him. This next guy is a half fishman guy working for the Foxy Pirates. I don't remember his name, though. He bothered me. Like, he was just really fucking weird. I didn't, like, hate him. So I'm probably going to put him at the bottom of the 1000 Berry. This is the duck from Strong World, so they're including movies in this. I do not remember the duck's name. It had electric powers, though. I do remember that. And it is one of those animals that I am very fucking attached to. I don't know why, but it is just, I love it. That is Million Berry for sure, and that is just below Beppo. I don't remember your name, little duck friend, but I love you nonetheless. Next we have a little kid who I don't quite recognize. I don't quite recognize the Steel Jaw dude here. I know you. You're one of the minks. I would put you in the meh tier because I just don't feel like I have that much investment in you, if I'm being honest. But I would put you above Valo Pizarro. Then we have Black Maria. I feel like we're going to see more of Black Maria soon, just because there is that setup with Sanji. So I feel like she has great potential. I'll even put her above King, personally. Just on a personal level and everything as well. So for now, she's at the top of the 1,000 berry tier. This next guy I think was in Marineford. This guy down here, I think the guy after him might have been too. And the one after him. I think these next three were all in Marineford. I don't really have an opinion on any of them, though. None of them really stood out to me in any case. This girl is from Fishman Island. I do know that. She's a mermaid. I don't really have an opinion on her either, though. Blue Gilly. I liked Blue Gilly. He was one of the Coliseum fighters that I did really enjoy. I would put you below Hawkins. The blue Gory from Impel Down. They're gorillas with masks that act as guards, and that's all they are. They don't really have a character, so no real opinion. Blue Jam. Oh, fuck Blue Jam. Blue Jam pisses me off. He was the pirate who was fucking with Luffy, Ace, and Sabo when they were kids and trying to kill them and all. Yeah, you go in the no bounty. You are amongst a certain echelon, however you fucking pronounce it, of terrible fucking pieces of shit. And while we're down here, let's just put you in there, because I don't remember you. But next we go to Bluno. Bluno was a neat character. But I put him in the 1,000 berry. I just feel like he wasn't as interesting as other members of CP9. I'll put him above Bastille. Boa Hancock. I adore Boa. Hancock is great. She's pretty damn amazing. She is Billionberry for sure. And I would put her just below Barto. Barto is just above just because he is a lot funnier. Barto is just so likable and relatable, and that's the only reason he goes higher than Hancock. But then we have Hancock's sisters, Marigold and Sandersonia. I love both of them as well. Honestly, the Boa sisters are all great. Marigold, I would probably put after Bellamy. Sandersonia, however, goes up to the top of the Millionberry group. Not only do I think that she's just really fucking attractive, which I know some people find weird, but fight me, I don't give a shit. But I enjoy her character a lot more. She seems fun. I don't remember your name, but I know who you are. You work for Big Mom and everything, and you're really fucking annoying. I would put you in the 100 berry. You're not You're not as bad as the old lady, but you're pretty fucking annoying. So there is that. Next we have, oh god, I know who you are. You're the dude who wears your brother as a coat. Is it Dory Funk? Because I know his brother is Kelly Funk. But no, it couldn't be Dory. Could it? We're not already in the D's, are we? Because that was B. We were in the B's. We didn't even go through the C's. I don't know. Either way, I don't really have much of an opinion on him, you know? His brother I have an opinion on, but not him. I think that's a Tontata, but I don't have an opinion on you. The next dude I definitely have more of an opinion on, but it's just kind of 1,000 berry. I would put you up below Alvida. The next dude I think is another Coliseum guy or something. No, maybe he might be a Whitebeard pirate. I'm not sure. I think he has a monkey, but I'm not sure who you are. Then we get to Sai's brother, Boo. We are in the B's still because his name is Boo. Plus, we still have other B names here, like Brand New and Kizaru, whose real name is Borsellino, so they went by his real name. Okay. Boo is cool. I would put Boo in the Millionberry. But I would put him lower. I'd put him about there. Borsellino, or Admiral Kizaru. I enjoy him. He's fun. He's the fun Admiral. I just enjoy his personality and all, so I would put him above Buggy. Next we have Brahm from Skypiea. You'd probably be in the Thousandberry, because, again, of Skypiea characters, just not the most memorable. But I'd put you below Isa, because Isa's a little more memorable and a little more likable. Brand New, I would put in the Thousandberry as well. And I'd probably put you below the Flying Squirrel Girl. Actually, in fact, I'd put you even lower, below Avalo. This next dude, I think, is another Whitebeard ally, but I don't remember enough or know enough. Don't have an opinion on you. Don't remember who you are. Okay, now we're at Broggy. Broggy's great. Broggy's a good dude. We like Broggy. So Broggy will go just below Hawkins, I think, is a good placement. And now we get to a Straw Hat with Brooke. Straw Hats, it almost feels like obligatory to put in the Billionberry. Just because, you know, we spend so much time with them, so we get to know them more and like them more. And I do like all of the Straw Hats. So I would put Brooke in there. I'd put him just above Bon Clay. Butchie of the Black Cat Pirates, from the Syrup Village arc where Usopp was first introduced. Definitely Thousandberry. I'm just kind of meh on him. He's entertaining for what he is and what he does, but other than that, just kind of meh. I'd put you below the Flying Squirrel Girl, whose name I obviously don't recognize, by the way. Mayor Boodle of Orangetown, where Buggy first appears. I like Mayor Boodle, actually. He's cool. So I'd put him in Millionberry, but obviously near the bottom. In fact, I'd put him at the bottom. Buffalo irritates the shit out of me. 100berry for sure. I'll put you there. Also, he kind of looks like this dude. They kind of look like each other. Is that just me? The pig dude from Thriller Bark, I don't really have an opinion on you. Don't entirely recognize who you are.